this is your September 2016 reading. The first card that we start with is your archetype for September. And this is Aries, the card of war. This means you're going to have to fight for what you want. What this card says, though, is before you go into battle to fight for what you want, know the rules of engagement. In other words, let me use an example. I know a Leo who wants to apply overseas to do something, and there is perhaps a chance that they may turn him down for no serious reason. It'll be small reasons, and he may have to contest that. But he must know how to contest it, not just go in demanding that he be accepted or trying avenues which are going to come to dead ends. In other words, he must know who to contact, how to contact them, and how to present his story so that he will be accepted. So that's what they mean by know the rules of engagement. So you're going to need to fight for what you want, but know how to do it. So going to battle may be saying the right words, approaching the right people, approaching it in the right way. This is not necessarily, and most likely for 99% of you, not a physical battle. I'm hoping for none of you, for heaven's sake, rather not. It's more of a, figuratively speaking, a battle, and you need to know how to go about it. But you will get what you want, providing you go about it correctly, providing you know the rules of engagement. The next card that comes up says, don't resist change, though. So this might steer you down a different avenue, or life might start changing without you having even set the wheels in motion, but don't resist that change. There's good stuff coming for Leo. If you watched your yearly reading from 2016 to 2017, from July, I think I put them from July of this year to July next year, have a look for it in my YouTube channel. You will see it's a brilliant year coming up for you guys, but there is big change coming, and some of it is going to be brought upon you, some of it you will instigate. That which is brought upon you, do not resist it. This card says, look around you, look at nature. Things change all the time. That's why they keep going. If they don't change, they stagnate and eventually just die out. So let the change happen. Welcome it. Nurture this change, let it flourish. It's bringing you good things. Now, the challenge for you in September. The first card that comes up says, you may think you have no choice. So when you get turned down for that something you may have to battle for, or when a change happens that you weren't prepared for, you may feel as if you've got no choice, as if you're stuck, as if your back is up against a wall. This card is saying this is not true. The only thing that is standing between you and actually getting to do something different, or what you want, or what you set out to do, is your mindset. So alter your mindset. I know when people say that we want to pull our hair out and shout, but honestly, take a step back, regroup, think about this, ask for advice, meditate, pray, whatever it takes, but there will be answers coming to you. There is another avenue to get what you want. Then the balancing act comes up, and this is about having that balance of going after what you want and patiently waiting, watching and observing to see how life plays out. So this is what your balancing act is going to be in September, that all-out driven going after what you want, balancing that with being observant, paying attention and seeing where the signs are pointing you. And as much as that doesn't sound like a challenge, I think sometimes those are the greatest challenges in life, and definitely the greatest balancing act in life. Now I've set out your reading week 1, 2, week 3, week 4, and I've done a love part and a general reading. These readings actually worked out very nicely like this. Now your first card that comes up says there's true love in your lives. Leo, there is true love in your life at the moment. Either the person you're with and have been for a while, or just met and you now together as such, or they've been in your life for a long time, or you just met somebody and there is definitely true love to be found with this person, or you're just about to meet someone in September, but there's genuine love to be found here. And the next card says in the first week you have something to celebrate. So in week 1 of September, something gets presented to you and you're going to be able to celebrate. This card always says enjoy that celebration. situation. Make the most of it. So there's definitely some kind of good news coming to you in the first week. Make sure that you enjoy that. The second week talks about not enough chemistry in some partnership or relationship. So you come to the realization, for some of you that is the partnership or relationship you're in at the moment, you realize it's not going to make it. For the simple reason that you're not seeing things the same way, you're not speaking the same language, you don't have the same aspirations. This isn't for all of you in week 2. For some of you, perhaps you and your partner have set out to do something and you're not seeing it with the same eyes, you're not on the same page. For some of you, it's going to be a case of maybe it's time to part ways. For some of you, it's going to be a case of let's sit down, work this out, and find another way to see eye to eye. Because the card that then comes up in the general part of your reading speaks about making tangible advancement in your future and thinking about that. That must be your goal. So lay out your future in your mind. Set those goals knowing that is what you're going to aim for because you're looking for security in your future. That's your ultimate aim here. How do you find security in the future? So make your decisions based on that. Okay. Then in week 3, it says stay optimistic about your love life. So those of you that hit that bump in the road and you're not seeing eye to eye with one another, stay optimistic about this. You're probably going to find a way out of it. For those of you that have reached the end of the road in a partnership or relationship, know that something good is ahead of you. There is something good ahead of you. I have seen that. So stay optimistic about it. It is something to be optimistic about. Your general forecast reading says engage with life. Engage fully with life. Even when there are bumps in the road, still be enthusiastic, still be positive, still do stuff, still make plans. Don't stop engaging with life just because perhaps you have faced a challenge. I'm not even going to say a challenge or two. This is one challenge that I see coming up, either in your personal relationship or in your working career or general life. But you stay optimistic because it's not going to be for long. It's a hiccup, it's a bump in the road. It is actually something to steer you in a different direction. That's really what this is about, to make you think differently, behave differently even, or take a different direction, a different path. So remain engaged in life, fully engaged with life, because there is good stuff coming after this. Then in the final week, it's time to have that heart-to-heart conversation. So now those of you who hit that bump in the road and you need to find resolution, find your resolution. Sit your partner down, be it a romantic or a business partner or a friend, and genuinely discuss this with them, because you will find resolution. Those of you that need to part ways, it's now time to have that discussion with your partner. Speak to them about how you feel, explain to them why you may be parting ways. And it's basically come to crunch time for you. You need to speak to them about what is happening. You can't keep it in any longer or avoid what is happening. But then you have the opportunity card. And this card is basically saying that you are going to be presented with a myriad of opportunities now. Many, many wonderful opportunities. And don't lose out on those opportunities. It's a cycle of new beginnings, so you must try new projects, try new experiences, realize and recognize the many new opportunities that are going to be presented for you now. As you may have seen in that year reading that I spoke about, it's a big year for Leo, big changes, good stuff happening, and it's going to start manifesting now. Now your guidance, the first card that comes up, says that as events take on their own momentum, you take a leap forward. Own momentum means pretty much things are going to be thrown in your path, but they're going to make your life move forward very, very quickly. So be prepared for that. There's good stuff coming after that, but be prepared for the big changes. Then the next card says happiness is an overall state of being. I think that's something us human beings have really got to learn. Happiness is not when you get something or when you have something or when I get there or when I achieve this. Happiness is just about being every single day. Don't give it criteria. Realize you can be happy just being you in the moment. I know it's a tall order and it takes a lot of understanding. But the final card sort of outlines that. That's the release card. Get rid of that idea that happiness is in the future. Get rid of the idea that happiness is dependent on someone else or dependent on external circumstances. Lose those mindsets, lose those things that stop you from enjoying yourself, that stop you from engaging fully in life, in being an adventurous person, in seeing opportunities and taking them and thoroughly enjoying them, and even in enjoying where you are at the moment. It's time to let go of all those old mindsets that don't serve you, that just restrict your life and basically make you unhappy. Let it all go. At the end of September, you are going to have that opportunity to do that, so make good use of it. Right, Leos, if you would like a personal reading and we can take a look at what is coming in for you in this incredible year, and we can give you guidance on that bump in the road, what to do and how to do it, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com. Or you can book a reading through the website as well. The addresses for both of those are on the owl picture, which will now be coming up. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I also want to say thank you very much to those of you that like the videos, that email, that comment. I truly, truly appreciate all of it. Thank you.
Away from the battle.